So, comedy is a strange thing.
Yeah.
And I got into comedy as a joke, honestly, at a hot wing joint in Memphis, Tennessee. Crumpy's Hot Wings.
Crumpy's?
Crumpy's.
Sound like some hood shit right there.
It was. We had to do comedy in the back of a hot wing joint.
Damn.
And it was an open mic. And,
sound like some niggas that got shot at Crumpy's.
Somebody did get shot. As a matter of fact, you already knew the story. You've been there before.
Go ahead. I'm just saying, y'all.
So, and they were doing an open mic, and I was like, shoot, man, these dudes up here bombing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it my shot. So I wound up winning that. But I thought comedy was just that easy.
Yeah. So you won the competition up there?
I did. I won like $50 and $20 in hot wings.
You was just getting started at that time?
That was literally the first time I had ever done comedy.
Okay.
We were just going just to hang out. Me and some of my homeboys.
Yeah.
We're just going to hang out, have a good time. But like I said, they were bombing. So I was like, man, if they can do this, I know I got this under control. So did that, won. Fast forward to Atlanta, Georgia. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. I was still kind of doing comedy off and on. Not seriously, but I thought every time I touched the mic, I was a king of comedy.
Yeah. Feeling yourself.
I was feeling myself. I didn't feel like I had to work. I didn't feel like I had to do too much of nothing, but just go on stage and just be funny.
Right.
So my barber at the time was like, man, I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to put you on this big show.
Yeah.
It's the Bonner Brothers Hair Show.
Yeah.
And if you don't know anything about it, Atlanta, Georgia, and the hair show, the Bonner Brothers Hair Show is one of the biggest hair shows in the country. Bonner Brothers.
Bonner Brothers.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
cool.
we doing the show. He hooks me up with the tight Steve Harvey line. I had the black Beijing in my hair. This is when I had hair.
Okay, I was about to say, this throwback. This is a throwback story.
This is a throwback story. I had the hair.
Yeah.
I had the Beijing in my hair. Yeah. I was like, dog, how much time you want me to do? He was like 15 to 20 minutes. Now, keep in consideration. Yeah. I ain't never done 15 to 20.
Yeah.
I've been hitting 3-minute open mics.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been killing. 3-minute open mics. So I'm like, all right, this is
Minute Man.
Oh, this gonna be a breeze.
Yeah.
Get up there. The stage is big. It's probably about 1,500 people in an auditorium.
Wow.
Stage is kind of set up high. I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is where I'm about to murder.
Right.
This is where I'm really about to become a king of comedy.
Yeah. This is my moment right here.
Needless to say, Charlie, that didn't quite happen.
Yeah.
I get on stage, and you can kill in a minute. Mm-hmm. You can get a hot joke out in a minute. 2 minutes, you might be doing all right. 3 minutes, you might be like, all right, I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
I'm 3 minutes in, and I'm bombing.
Damn.
Like bombing bad. You know it's bad when the entire audience was just dead quiet. Damn. Not a chuckle, not nothing going on. I'm like, okay, so by this time.
Every comic know that feeling right there.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
The cricket settle in early.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing. Yeah. You know how your mind starts turning.
Yeah.
Because you used to at least getting a little bit of a laugh, like some type of feedback. And I was like, okay, I don't think this is going well. But we so high up on the stage. Yeah. It's like 3 rows back, a dude yells out, oh, this dude sucks. So now you can feel the sweat beads.
Beijing starting to drip a little bit now.
That's where I'm going with this. The sweat beads start coming. I'm still maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes in. I ain't got nothing for them. I can't see who's heckling me.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, all right. And I'm still going on. The dude said, man, somebody need to get this dude off the stage. All I could say was your mama. That's because that's all I knew at the time was to come back with your mama. He's like, I bet your mama funnier than you.
Damn.
So now I'm sweating profusely.
Damn.
And let's get back to this Beijing.
Oh, shit.
I grab a towel to wipe my head, not knowing that when I looked at the towel, now the black Beijing is dripping down my entire head. And I knew they would start laughing then because it was a big screen. It was big.
Nigga looked like you just changed the oil in your car at that time.
It was big screens up, and I could see them look at me, look at the towel, and go, oh, shit.
You just played yourself.
I played myself, Charlie. I played myself.
Wow.
So not only am I bombing, I'm leaking on stage. I don't think I finished 7 minutes. And I had to walk on stage. And you know how women used to take them pictures when they used to cry and they had the mascara to look like
Yeah.
It's crazy when your whole face looked like that. A whole head just melting. I wiped all that shit out of my head, washed my head out, finished crying, and then went and sat in the audience like a regular audience member.
Your head looked like that by the time all that baby came out.
I watched every piece of it out of my head. And people were like, dog, we can't wait to see that dude that was up there bombing and melting. I was like, yeah, he sucked, didn't he?
Damn.
He sucked. And that's how I got into this game, man. I realized at that particular point, if you want it bad enough, you're gonna have to work for this.
Shit.
Man, yeah, that's
So how was that like coming off of that experience? Because the comics is like you got to walk home after that. Did you stick around and enjoy the rest of the event, or did you go home?
No, man.
After that?
I told you I went out. I did wash that stuff out my head.
Yeah,
and I tried to go. I tried to go out halfway into the audience just because I wanted to see what the feedback was going to be. I already knew what the feedback was going to be. Yeah. I was like, and I could hear people saying, dude, that last dude sucked. Like, that dude was bombing bad. I was like, yeah, he did. But that ride home, and I think I was married at the time.
Yeah.
You know it's bad when my wife at the time didn't say nothing on the way home.
Damn.
You know, people just sit there and ride. The ride is
on the radio today. Let's see what up.
We turned I heard every radio station on the way home in Atlanta, Georgia, but it made me really want it better.
Yeah, respect. You got a different respect for the game when you get punched in the face like that. Every comic has got to get their ass punched in the face that way.
I believe it wholeheartedly. That's why I don't ever believe people when they say I ain't never bombed.
Right.
You tell them you ain't never bombed in this craft.
Please.
Comedy. Come on, man.
Or you ain't stretching yourself and you ain't continue to put your time in. Yeah,
period. Because there's absolutely no way you're gonna be in this business long enough and you ain't never took an L.
Facts.
Or at least 2.
Oh
3.
yeah, you take the L's. I took one of my first ones. I started comedy in New York. Mm-hmm. So one of the first biggest stage I hit was kind of similar. It's like this stadium kind of, large venue. And my boy Rip Michaels I was performing with him, and I think Donnell Rollins was on this show.
Shit.
I've been doing comedy for like maybe 6 months at the time, but social media was starting to really pick up along this time. It's like 2011, I think. 2011, I think was the first year I got in it. 2012, 2011, and I go do that show. Same thing. I was like, man, I got a few chuckles and a few things, but I felt humble because when Rip hits the stage or Donnell Rollins, they light that shit on fire. So them little little giggles I was getting wasn't, they wasn't hitting the same.
It wasn't at the level, same level.
Yeah.
That's why I respect the game so much now, and that's why I think I see your work, man, and we put in a lot of work to try to get to a certain level, and it's just something that you cannot take lightly if you're trying to do anything. You try to be great at anything. You can't just take this thing lightly. So I was at that point now. Since then, fast forward, I've kind of dabbled in and out in and out. But I think the past 5 years, 6 years, man, I'm like, man, listen, it's all or nothing right now. I don't have no choice but to go after this.
So let's go back, man, because this is our first time sitting there. Cheers, brother. Cheers. It's our first time being able to sit down and kind of chop it up. We worked together a little bit from Laugh at the Dark. That's how we kind of got to know each other. But how many years in have you been doing comedy?
16.
16 years.
16.
Damn, this nigga been doing comedy longer than some of y'all had shoes. You know what I'm saying? 16 years. And you're originally from the South.
Though.
You're originally from the South.
Arkansas, Little Rock.
Shout out to Arkansas. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
But I used to hate telling people that because people expect for you to have been in the business for so long
to be at a certain level. Yeah.
But then the reality of it is, again, truth is that when you step in, you step out, you step in, and you step out, it's like you ain't taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna get back. What you put in is what you're gonna get out of it.
That's true.
So I've noticed that I'm getting a lot out of it now because I'm 100%, 120%.
What do you think has changed?
My mentality, man. I have a passion for comedy.
Yeah.
I have a passion for succeeding and overcoming, and I think I'm just at that level now. I'm grown, man.
So let's go back then. Before you were even doing comedy, what was your life like back in Little Rock? Because we're not gonna bypass this Little Rock shit. And by the way, y'all, this is his real voice. He ain't sick today. Now this is how he sounds all the time.
Ain't that crazy?
You know what I'm saying? So let's get that. So they need a cough drop or something. No. This is called a lozenge or something.
But my voice changed 2 years ago. My voice didn't sound like this. I had a little baritone voice.
Okay.
And 2 years ago, this happened.
How?
I have no idea.
Nigga had a post-puberty?
Man, I don't know. I went from was it Barry White?
Yeah.
From Barry White to Rick Ross.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
Damn.
So this is my real voice. But back in Little Rock, man, I grew up in Little Rock, born and raised.
Yeah.
I went to Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Okay.
Little Rock, Arkansas Pine Bluff.
HBCU,
Yeah, for a degree in communications.
Okay.
So I was going to be on television. I was going to do the background work on television and directing, and then wind up going work at Enterprise Rental Car.
Got. That's usually how it be. You go to college, you come out. I need some money right now, though.
Man, actually, I had a job offer to work at Sony Pictures.
What?
Right out of college.
What?
In L.A. Frat brother was vice president at the time.
Damn.
And I thought I was going, because I always wanted to live in L.A. I thought I was going to go to L.A. and live this life, and the salary was maybe like maybe like 35,000 at the time.
Gosh.
This was 97.
Yeah, you was finna struggle.
And man,
in LA.
I was like, yeah, okay, I'm about to go. He was like, you want to go look at some apartments?
Yeah.
Cool. Man, them like 1-bedrooms in 97.
Yeah.
Were like $1,800.
Yeah.
And I was like, I ain't gonna be able to afford this.
Yeah.
So I had to go back to and start renting cars in Enterprise rental car.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish I would have still taken that chance.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it offline about the struggle. I would have struggled at about early 20s.
Yeah.
I can't do that
That's
at 47.
the time to do it. Right.
Yeah, I can't do that at 47.
Yeah. You 47?
47 years
Damn,
old,
man. Shout out to Melanin out here. Okay,
Yeah,
this message has
man.
been brought to you by Melanin. 47.
And working out. Shit,
Yeah.
man. Eat right. Don't drink a whole lot, man.
Yeah.
I don't do a whole lot of partying. Man, it's about the craft
That's what's up.
completely.
47. What are you eating? You having like healthy breakfast? Are you doing shakes and shit?
I do the protein shakes. A lot of protein shakes.
What's the typical breakfast?
Eggs.
Eggs. Okay.
Almonds.
Almonds.
Spinach.
Damn. All right. Well, I ain't gonna look as good as you. I'm 47. This nigga said eggs, almonds, and spinach.
Man, that's it. But
Nah,
I'm
I
trying
had
to get my
almonds this morning.
calories up.
Same thing. Yeah.
Trying to get my calories up. Trying to see my protein right. I'm trying to add a 6-pack for the summer.
Yeah. Okay. Shit.
This summer I'm
Oh,
gonna
he putting all the 20 and 30-year-olds to shame.
It's going down.
Damn.
I'm letting y'all know right now. Look at the camera. It's going down.
Yeah.
The summer of
yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
I'm being 47. I'm gonna have the 6-pack.
Damn. All right. Well, I got to get my shit together. The weather is Gucci right now in Vegas, right?
Very much
It's starting to warm
so.
up. I got my calf muscles out
I
today.
see.
You know what I'm saying? Got the shorts on.
I see.
So
what
yeah, I
you-
got to get ready for the pool parties out here, man. Vegas be kind of popping on the summer too.
The summer pool parties be wild here. It's,
Yeah.
it's a whole situation. It is a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a whole vibe here. So
Yeah.
But how long you been living here?
Yeah, I've been here a year. Just made a year.
Okay.
Just made a year in Vegas out of LA. So I'm from Louisiana, but I made the jump to Dallas and then New York, New Jersey, then Cali, then made my way to Vegas. So I know you bounced around a little bit too, right?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead with your bounce.
I ran from the law in Atlanta 3 times.
Yeah.
Nashville, Memphis,
Oh shit, okay.
Orlando,
Damn.
Vegas. This is my second stint.
God.
And there's somewhere else I'm missing in there. Somewhere else, but
Yeah.
I've lived
Damn,
kind of
okay.
all over.
Okay.
The South, predominantly the South, out here twice. But I
Gotcha.
love the West Coast. It's absolutely nothing like the West Coast life.
Yeah. What would you say the comedy scene is like in the South compared to what you're doing out here on the West Coast?
It is definitely growing here. I grew up in the Atlanta scene, and it's some monsters that come out of that Atlanta scene.
See, I haven't tapped a lot into the ATL comedy scene. It looks like it's a nice vibe.
It's some monsters that come out of that comedy scene. LeVar Walker, Carlos Miller, Mia Jackson, Landry. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of comics that I've worked with and are real cool with. But it was a beast out there. You had to go on your A game just about every single night because you knew who you were following every single night.
Yeah.
Vegas is getting a lot better.
Yeah.
When I first came here, it was hardly not a comedy scene at all.
Right.
It was comedy, but it was you do a little bit over here, and it's a little bit over here. But now it's becoming one of those cities where I think it's going to wind up being better than LA. Shout out to Laugh After Dark. They came in and trying to shake the scene up. So I have to put that out there. I tell them that all the time. I tell you that guys that all the time. Y'all came in and shook the scene up. And this is what it needed.
A lot of comics do tell us too, man, what the scene was like. You know, before we got here, we didn't really have a lot to compare to. But I know that there's like the mainstream comedy clubs that sit inside the casinos, and then there's a couple of kind of one-off type shows, and that's something I'm kind of paying attention to and kind of seeing who's out here working too. Like I seen. Fitzy does his show. Miracle's got his show that's over here. I know Tabloid. I saw she keeps busy with producing some shows. We'll have her on here as well. So shout out to the comics that do produce shows and give platforms that's out. So when we came here, it was an exciting opportunity to create another lane, another cool platform for Vegas to kind of ride.
And right before y'all came, I was doing, and I will bring it back, a midnight show over at the LA Comedy Club.
Oh yeah.
And so they moved into a new room now, the new Dragon Room. Comedy Club. Most definitely. So hopefully maybe end of April, May, we'll bring that back around to the midnight show on a Saturday night. So that'll be a dope look as well. Where I want to bring again comics like yourself, a lot of the up and coming talent that people don't really get to see a lot of.
Right.
And so I think you guys need an opportunity to shine just as well. So
big facts. How would you say life in Vegas as a comic is? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously a lot of shit happens in Vegas. We see a little bit of everything. How have you been balancing out? You know what I'm saying? And just kind of surviving out here with all this shit that goes down?
Yeah, I'm even keeled, man.
Yeah.
I don't party like that. I don't drink like that. Like I said, 47. I've seen a lot. In my life.
Oh, you done done all that shit.
I done did the dirt.
Yeah.
So I'm real chill. If it really is not about going out and being on stage, I'm at least trying to go out and support people that are on stage just so I can still be in the element.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's still a party scene. This is still a party city.
Of course.
But I just don't choose to get involved with that because I want to stay focused until I get to this next level.
Hell yeah. We'll Speaking of the next level, what is the next level for you? I mean, you're performing, you're getting booked and stuff. You know, we're just talking about your show coming up with Ricky Smiley, man, which I'm a big fan of. Ricky's been doing it for a minute. When I stayed in Dallas, he had a radio station out there with the beat. So, you know, I've been paying attention to him for a while, man. So how does it feel to go back to your hometown and kind of have that show with Ricky Smiley coming up?
It's a great feeling. As we talked about it before, it's always going home is always good.
Yeah.
Because people get to see you in the work that you put in. They see you posting online.
Yeah.
But people, especially black folks, man, we don't believe it till we see it.
Exactly. Oh, man, I see you out here with Ricky, baby. I'm saying, listen, man, out there in Hollywood.
Exactly. So now, actually, I live in Vegas. But okay.
Right. We'll go with that. Sure.
We'll go with that, too. But it's always a good feeling to go back home and have your home support and my mother and father be in the... And my sister be there, so it's a good feeling. It's a great feeling, but that means I got to smash it.
Yeah, you got to smash it.
Because if I don't, then people will go hear it.
Right, yeah, well, you did your thing.
Right, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear this dude went up there and he did what he was supposed to do and then some.
Facts. Yeah. Nice. What would you say like the hardest part of sustaining in this business has been? Because, you know, we go through ups and downs. Sometimes you feel like you don't want to even do this shit no more. Feel like quitting because, again, we talk about like, we want to feel those results. We want to see those life changes. Like you said before, man, I've been doing it 16 years. I used to didn't want to say that because people expect you to be at a certain level. How do you keep your head focused and sustaining in this industry?
Mental preparation right now is important for me. It's just every day I take, like I tell my sons, I take things one day at a time.
Yeah.
Everything is one day at a time. Of course, you set your goals for what you want to accomplish 6 months from now, a year from now.
Yeah.
But everything for me is just, what do I need to accomplish today?
Yeah.
How can I win today? What am I going to do today that's going to get me closer to that goal?
Right.
Even if it's not getting on stage, am I going to write down something?
Right.
Am I going to go be in the element? So try to stay mentally tough with regards to this because it does get challenging from time to time when you're not on the level that you think you should be and you're watching other people keep going.
Hell yeah.
It's like, man, well, fuck, when is my turn?
Yeah.
But I don't even think about that anymore. I'm like, I'm gonna put in this work and what's for me is for me.
Yeah, and I thought about that this morning, bro. It's like, even if you knew that you weren't gonna be a millionaire in comedy, would you still get up and do this shit?
Most definitely.
Exactly. Like, I think when it comes down to that, it's like, man, you just gotta sit back and trust the process and enjoy the process at that point. Because you're gonna do this shit regardless. You can be petty, you can be bitter, you can look at everybody on the gram, but what you gonna do? You're gonna get your ass back on stage and you're gonna keep figuring this shit out if this shit is truly for you.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I started a YouTube, well, I've always had a YouTube, but I started this chronicling my process up to
Did
the
you
YouTube.
say the YouTube?
Yeah, did I say the
They
YouTube?
say the YouTube.
See, that's how
the
you know.
Facebook.
See, that's how you know that 47.
Yeah, 47 and 47.
Yeah,
I started the YouTube.
But I do a weekly chronicle now called The Process. And it's just really walking through what I deal with in a week. Every week up until that Ricky Smiley show of getting ready for that show.
Like a build-up all the way up into what you're doing.
Exactly.
Walking yourself through like the day and kind of how you fucking preparing and shit.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I've talked about, obviously getting on stage. I've talked about the business of comedy. I've probably talk about the content that we now have to be on content all the time.
Hell yeah.
Because that's a whole nother animal right now.
Facts. And I know that I've been hard on myself, man, because I ain't want to sit down and edit videos and do all of this and do the discipline. Now I can kind of be social in the midst with my phone, but that's kind of where I'm at. And I've kind of made peace with like, man, I'm just going to do what comes natural to me, what comes organic to me, something I can be consistent with, and then that's what it is. Obviously you got to stretch yourself and always be innovating. However, it's all about balance and, like you said, taking it one day at a time.
It's another job. People fail to understand that this is a job.
Yeah.
Comedy is a job, and now with the pandemic happened, it changed. I think it changed a lot of how we do business.
Yeah.
A lot of bookers aren't going to comedy shows. They're looking up online and seeing how many followers you have,
look like.
what your content looks like. Are you consistently putting content out?
Yeah.
What kind of content is it? Is it original? So it's another job, and I think I've done a pretty good job now of being consistent on content, but some of those, like we were just talking about, getting tired, man. You get tired of putting out 2-3 videos a day.
Right.
But that's what you have to do, and especially if you got other shit to do throughout the day.
We were just talking about going to work. I got a job.
Yeah,
I'm off. My feet hurt.
Then you doing that. You're going to a regular job. Then you going to doing shows at night.
Yeah.
And by the time you look up, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Guess what?
Right.
You got to be up at 6
and
to go do something.
Sleepy. Exactly. Right. You got to go to work in the morning.
You got to do something.
Trying to edit and shit. It's like, bro.
So I started putting a lot of focus into those minute clips, those minute reels. Getting them in and out.
Reels
stuff
be hitting though. The numbers are usually pretty good on the reels and stuff.
Oh yeah. The reels is where it's at. So I put out as many reels as I can.
Yeah.
Quick editing off my phone and be done with it.
Yeah. Now 47, bro. I mean, you've been around for a minute. Now, what inspired you to start even doing comedy? Because you got to see, a little bit of all the spectrums. Obviously, you got pushed into doing it, but were you always like doing theater? Were you doing speaking and those kind of things as a child?
I was in acting classes. I did all the plays in school.
Were they segregated at the time when you was in? That was a little. All right.
You really went to the South.
I went to the South.
The blacks was on one side.
You said Little Rock, nigga. I don't know.
Just about. It was close. We had a couple of white folks in the side watching. Yeah, but I did the acting classes in the plays and commercials and things like that because that's where I thought it was going. Comedy was never even on my radar.
Gotcha.
Comedy wasn't on my radar to Crumpy's Hot Wings.
Wow.
And that's why I was like,
who knew it just took some lemon pepper to get your ass on stage?
That was it. And now comedy was not a thought when I was growing up as to a job trade.
Wow.
But now, like you asked the question about what's motivating me now is I see people, man, this is a job where we have a responsibility to making people laugh.
Yeah.
We have a responsibility to making people forget about their problems.
Facts.
They come to these shows. They don't even care about our problems.
They don't.
They could do theirs. Once you get on that stage, it's about making them forget about theirs for that hour and a half.
Right.
And I take that job very seriously now. So
that's a big responsibility too.
Very much so.
Because we go through our worst moments sometimes in life. Nigga, you can get fired. But if you got a show that night, you got to swallow your spit and be like, well, I ain't got no time, I got no money, but I got to go get these jokes. You know what I'm saying? I got to slang. Because you're right. They don't give a shit. But you know what? That's also our outlet to be able to talk about what happened. Hey, man, I got fired today. So it's therapeutic in a sense too, man. So
Very
I'm
much
grateful
so.
to have that ability.
I had that last Wednesday. I had a situation happen right before I had to go on stage last Wednesday, man. I was like, now I got to go make these people laugh.
Yeah.
And I'm pissed the fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm mad. I'm mad that this situation is even happening.
Damn.
But I had to drop it for the 15 to 20 minutes I had to put on stage, and then I'll get back to it. But
what happened? Your girl was DMing somebody she wasn't supposed to DM somebody?
It's janky promoters.
Oh, shit. It's some janky promoters out there. Yo, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So we know, man, that, a lot of times it's, for all the comics that's, new in the game, you can't be looking at this and expect to get rich and to get, quick money, because it's little money. It usually takes time to build that audience and to build those type of opportunities.
Very much so.
But promoters play a large part of our industry and, for us to have a good working relationship. But I'm sure, as I can express for myself, but it can be very frustrating working for promoters who are trying to put on a good showcase and make their money and come off and give everybody else as little as they can possibly pay.
And that is the deal. And that is the deal. Because this, like I said repeatedly here, this is a business.
Yeah.
And when we coming up, man, we take bar show. A lot of what we do is verbal.
Oh,
hey,
facts.
man, you want to do this show? $25 here, $50 here, $100 here. If you got $500 for a show, you like, shit, man, that's...
Yeah, you came up, shit.
Oh, no, I'm
Book
good.
me again.
Right.
Right, let's do this again.
The more you go up the chart, you have to treat it like a business.
Right.
Like, and I ain't gonna say treat it like, you have to treat it as the business that it is.
Exactly.
And these involve contracts and things that you have to deal with, and when people don't honor that, then it becomes very frustrating.
Yeah.
So now you're in a back and forth, and then you still have to perform.
Work through that shit.
You
Get up there and do your thing.
So
because especially if you've already promoted it.
Correct.
Because now it's a bad look on you if you don't show up, even though the promoter's a little,
And I've been on the fence on a couple of shows that I've been on, man, where it's some janky promoter shit going on. And you're man, I feel like getting up here and burning y'all.
Right.
Because somebody has to learn a lesson.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's certain things, there's a level of professionalism that we still have to have.
Right.
Again, those people don't care.
Right.
They are there for the show. They're there for the laugh. They don't care nothing about that.
Right.
We'll deal with that on the back end. But they are out here. Protect yourself.
Yeah.
As you get, and it's a growth process. Protect yourself in this business.
Facts.
So,
Facts. Is there anybody in particular that has inspired you along the way? You know what I'm saying? Coming off early in the comedy, something told you to get up to Crumpy's and Crumpy's Wings, but had you been a fan of comedy and industry and it's...
I always liked, I was like a regular fan of comedy. I like to laugh. I like, people to feel good. I like to be around people to feel good. But man, if I had to pick my favorite comedian by all means, it's Chappelle.
Chappelle, the GOAT.
Chappelle is the man to me. The way he crafts his jokes in the mix of everything that's going on in his world and just regular life situations. I think he's the master at it. But I mean, you can go run down the list. Chris Rock. I'm not a huge fan of Kevin Hart, but you have to respect that man's work ethic and what he's done in his business. Cat Williams, Jerry Seinfeld. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And you look at what they do in this business and what they've achieved. You're like, man, listen, I'm reaching for that. Facts. That's what I want to be for.
Now I want to know, man, what is your professional career always been? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out, pinpoint. Don't it look like he could sell like cell phones or some shit like that? Don't it look like the smooth guy?
Close.
Oh, see? Oh, yeah, he don't look like the cell phone.
No, insurance.
Oh, insurance. Oh, see, that's what it is. See that? I knew it was wrong.
I wasn't an insurance. I was an insurance adjuster.
Gotcha. So you used to pull up and do the appraisal?
Man, I used to get on houses, get on buildings, fell off houses before.
You done fell off a house before?
Entire roof.
Damn.
Slid all the way down.
Damn.
Fell into some bushes.
Damn.
And got on, walked away like nothing happened, man.
Gotta get back to work.
Gotta get back to work. Plus, they don't even pay that much for you to fall. Wow. But yeah, I was in insurance adjuster, man.
Damn. You still in the insurance?
I still do some independent insurance adjusting, but like I said, we got to keep these bills paid. This shit got to get done.
Bruh, I've been in the car business 15 years, 16. I just now jumped into something else, man. But it can be a little stressful too, especially depending on your industry. I'm working 12, 10-hour days. In the car business, all right, man, everything looks good. These numbers look great.
Right.
I just want to bring my wife in tomorrow. I'm like, man, why your wife not here today? If you can't do nothing without her,
you can't make no decisions.
Right, you can't make no decisions, bro. All right, man, just take my car and get the fuck on about it, hit it, man.
Yeah, man.
Now I got to drive her around tomorrow. Now y'all want to read, you know what I'm saying? So it's a problem that can be drawn out. So then you got to get on stage and do some jokes after that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me, but this is the life, though. Yeah. I think we're gonna have a breakthrough. I'm feeling really good about the work. Yeah, and just trying, like you going back to earlier, being consistent.
Yeah,
I think it's major to be consistent in this business. And if you are that, you're going whatever you put out, whatever energy you putting out there, you're gonna get back in return.
Big facts. And the cool perspective shift that changes at a certain point in life too, because sometimes we'll look at our job and our career and even our relationships as like this burden. It's why am I going through this? When in actuality, this is the narrative that you now have to speak from.
Very much
this
so.
is the experience that you have now to talk about and deliver and give perspective on stage. So you got to look at your struggles sometimes and your stories sometimes as also as the tools that you need to go out here and educate and to deliver on stage.
I agree with that. And that was always my biggest, it still is to this day, kind of my biggest hurdle is talking about stuff that happens to me.
Yeah.
That's the personal things that happen to me. But you look at it from the perspective of somebody else went through that same thing.
Facts.
And now you have a job to make that funny in the midst of even what you dealt with. So I'm coming through that. And I'm starting to talk about that more on stage and things that I went through and life situations that I've dealt with, relationships and all that, because it's there. It's all there.
Speaking of relationships, I know all the ladies is looking, oh my God, girl, you got the fresh white on. His voice still sound nice. Got the fresh white. There's a new white tee too, and I still see the.
It is.
Yeah, that's brand new. Nigga said it's like about the dog.
Straight out of H&M.
Yeah, fresh out of it. Nigga said, she said, you need a bag? I don't need no bag. Step in the put it on right there.
That's how I walked out the store with
right, just like that.
Yeah.
So you out here in these streets, brother, or you have a queen by your side?
I am chilling.
He chilling.
I'm chilling. This right here is what I'm married to, this mic. I'm completely and utterly dedicated to this mic right now. I don't want nothing else to distract me from the goal, man. Right. Period. So
that's what he's saying now. We're going to see this nigga at the comedy show. Yeah, baby, anyway. You know what I'm
saying?
Facts,
I got to hit him with the whisper. My whisper is different now.
Yeah. I mean, who's this nigga? Right. Funny, though.
Things are different. Life has changed.
So being in the game for so long, man, we get the opportunity to meet some dope people. Mm-hmm. We get the opportunity to work with some dope people. Has there been any show that stands out to you where it's like, all right, man, I'm official, man. I'm on this show. Like, now it's going down and you got an opportunity to work with somebody. Have you ever been like starstruck? What's kind of like, oh?
I ain't never been starstruck. I've had the opportunity to work with some pretty good people. The last big show I did, and was actually back at home in Little Rock.
Okay.
I was with Gary Owen.
Which
he's black famous.
Yeah, everybody know Gary. He be killing.
Gary's cool people, very down to earth. But I don't. Even with that, I try to be as respectful for them as they want, because they get enough of that all the time.
Facts.
That when I'm around them, I want to be one of your peers.
Right.
I want to be a fan.
Right.
I'm here to do the same job you doing.
So you keep your cool.
I keep my cool, man.
Yeah.
I try to keep my cool because it's still a business.
Yeah.
And I want them to respect me from that aspect, not the dude that was just hanging around trying to drink with me. I don't care to drink with you.
Facts.
Give me some information. Help me get to this next level.
Facts.
So
now, you've been in the Vegas scene well before I even got here. How would you describe your first time coming to Laugh After Dark? And did you come visit as a guest, or did you come straight booked? And then kind of tell us how.
No, I came because I heard about it.
Gotcha.
And again, if you've been in this business long enough, especially in this city, this is a big, small city.
Yeah.
This is one of them cities where you just like, hey, man, it's not LA,
right?
But you're going to hear about things that are going on, especially good things.
Right.
So I kept hearing Laugh After Dark. Laugh After Dark is over Notoriety Laughs. So I was like, let me go check it out. And I knew Chris Shaw was on that show, I believe. And
shout out to Chris.
Trix was on the show.
Yep.
So I was like, let me go. And then you walk in and you like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this ain't no what we call nigga
this ain't no crumpies.
Right, this ain't no crumpies. This is a production.
Yeah.
And you like, man, okay, I want to be on that type of stage, because when you walk in, people walking into knowing that they're coming to a show.
Right.
You got the band, you got the Fremont Funk Band, you're a hell of a host, man. So
thanks, bro.
It's one of them. Shout out to Kelsey and Robert. I mean, this is a production.
Yeah.
So you want to be a part of that. So once I got booked, I was like, man, again, I have to step up to that level that they keep inviting me back. I'm glad to be a part of this, man. It's wonderful.
Most definitely. Yeah, it's interesting. Some of the comics will be like, oh, yeah, man, people hit me up about how I can get on, especially if you've done our stage multiple times, but you've hit our show a few times, man. So
I get it all the time. I'm like, man, y'all need to email.
Yeah. You got to email me.
Give me a number. I'm like, I ain't giving out nobody's number. I do not give out anybody's, because it's all about professionalism. Man. You can't be doing no stuff like that. So put in the work.
Right.
And let the work speak for yourself. It's a lot of comics here. I think there are a lot of great comics here. I think a lot of comics are moving here because it's cheap, especially coming from California. So Laugh After Dark has a huge opportunity to be even bigger.
Yeah.
And because of the production y'all put on, man, it's coming.
Yeah,
it's already here.
Yeah, we're receiving it all. We're receiving it all, bro. We're definitely trying to put in the work, man.
Put all that in your system.
Facts. No, it's been a cool experience, man. So we're looking forward to being able to grow and make the platform even larger. We got the comedy festival coming up as well. It's going down in October, so make sure.
During my birthday week.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's gonna go down.
October 5th is my birthday week, so if I'm in town, I'm definitely gonna be here and supporting, and hopefully try to get on and put in some more work, man. But this is where it's at.
Most definitely, man. So please, man, let us know, man, if there's any other shows you got coming up, where they can catch you, where they can follow you.
Most definitely. I'm usually at the LA Comedy Club on the weekends, so I work with them on the weekends, either the 8 or the 10 show. Gotcha. The Ricky Smiley Show is the next big show that I have coming up, which is in Little Rock, April 16th. At the Robinson Auditorium, so looking forward to that. And then we got my content. I'm putting out content every day, or trying to every day on my social medias sites. Social media.
See that? That's that Asian out there on the YouTube, on the Facebook,
all my social medias.
Yo, what's your social media, man? Go on,
I'm gonna give Facebook, even though Facebook
going to the Facebook.
Facebook be throttling the hell out of me, man. But Facebook is comedian Carlos Anthony. YouTube, it's comedian Carlos Anthony. Instagram is comedian Carlos. TikTok, believe it or not.
TikTok. I got the OG on the TikTok.
The TikTok.
On the TikTok, yeah.
It's comedian Carlos A-N-T.
So
we put in a lot of work, man. So I'm happy about it. I'm excited about what the future has.
Yeah, man. So lastly, before we wrap up, man, what advice would you give to, someone who may be a comic, but maybe just somebody who's out here dreaming and trying to figure shit out? What kind of advice would you give them, man, for being in the game as long as you have and still building your, platform now?
Get in, jump in. If you haven't jumped in, jump in. Be consistent.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing advice I can give is my inconsistency is one of the reasons why it's taken me 16 years.
Yeah.
But once you start being consistent and you start putting in the work and just enjoy it, enjoy this process. We're here to make people laugh, man. This is our job. So you might as well laugh while you at it too.
Facts.
Enjoy the ride, man.
Gotcha.
So Enjoy yourself.
Super dope, man. Shout out to your children one time, too, man. I heard you say your kids a couple of times, man.
Yeah, man, most definitely. Yeah.
Shout out to the kids.
Y'all.
Yeah, all y'all. They got a plethora of them.
All y'all.
You can say too many to list, but I love you all, my children.
All y'all, you know who you are.
Known and unknown. I love my kids. So they can say, no.
Hey, you'll see, when I get that next level, you'll be like, oh, okay.
There they go.
Okay.
Yo, man, it's been another dope episode of Do Tell with Laugh After Dark. I've been your boy, Charlie Wilson, my man Carlos Anthony, man. Y'all stay tuned for everything he got coming up. And I'll see y'all on the next episode, man.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby. We out here. Yeah. Hey, look, hey, I know you got stuff to do and you're ready to get up out of here, but just a minute. Come on, man, you didn't already stay here this long. Now take just a minute and subscribe, please. That way you can stay connected. Like the video, leave a comment. We want to hear what you got to say, baby. Now, we appreciate it. Now, go on and subscribe.